Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Iron Fist, your unofficial Scottish Tekken podcast. We figured after taking a 2-month break last time that we take a 2-week break this time, and now we're back. Wanted to slot one more episode in before T7 ends, and thankfully I was able to get these guys to join in. Hope we're all having a good evening. Welcome back to the show, Mr. The Dusty.
Oh, well, thanks for having me back, man.
No problem, man. Missed you last time, but you've been away, you've been busy. Busy away to EU Cup finals and all sorts, so maybe talk about that in a wee bit.
Yeah,
Good.
December's been a busy month overall, isn't it?
Yeah, it's funny. I think like you think like everybody's just gonna be waiting for T8, but it feels like there's been a lot happening regardless. So.
Oh yeah.
Nice man.
I'm definitely looking forward to T8 as well. Like, is it what in a couple of days?
It's like 3 days now.
Friday.
It's pretty mad.
Friday.
Yeah. Aye, so welcome back to the show, man. Glad to have you back.
Thank you.
Joining us back is also Mr. Ban. How you doing tonight?
Not so bad, my man. Not so bad.
Nice one. Welcome back. So this isn't T7. It's still T7. We've got 3 more days, and then it's T8. You know, don't want to get accused of clogging up the category like we got last time, where we were streaming it, and then the guy was like, "Why are you not playing T8?" Like that was fun. But anyway, aye. Last but not least, making his Iron Fist debut, it's the Lars of Scotland, Lars of UK, Mr. Wezzers. How you doing?
I'm doing great, man. Thanks for having me.
No problem, man. Get you on. Multi-Meg champ, Neutral Mania. Well there. Done back for Fiend.
Best move in the game.
Oh yeah, man. Oh yeah. We'll be hearing about that later on. Not to give anything away, but we'll be talking about that later on. So welcome over to the show. Good to have you here. Thanks everybody tuning in. So it's like we were saying, really. We figured that we were talking about last week how T8's coming up soon. Whether we wanted to have one more episode right before T7 ends, you know, look over it and all that sort of thing. Just give it the send off it deserves, because it's been good to me. I'm sure it's been good to all of us. I think we've all got into Tekken with Tekken 7. So yeah. So I don't know how we want to go about this. If we want to look over TWT Finals, which is just passed over. I think we can do that first. Probably a good idea.
Yeah, man, I'm alright with that.
Sure.
So what do we all think then? Did we all tune into TWT Finals then?
I watched a bit of the groups. I watched a fair amount of the groups, and then obviously watched top 8 too.
Mm-hmm.
What about you guys?
I only managed to catch the top 8. Aye.
Top 8.
Yeah, I watched I watched a bit of the LCQ. I watched and then I watched all the groups, and then I watched the top 8 as well.
All right. So before we came up to it, did we have any who are we gunning for the win? I think who were our favourites for before we're going to take it?
I wanted Nate to win, man, personally, but that's just like personal bias because he's my favourite.
Yeah.
I kind of like suspected Arslan would probably win, man. Fucking Slimeball. Not Slimeball. With respect, he's the best player in the world.
Tier enthusiast.
No, it was so frustrating watching that Arslan match. Ulsan was the closest to beating him. Was it winners finals that Ulsan lost to him? Is that right?
Yep.
Aye. Yeah, it was final for a hit, wasn't it? It was like down to the wire pretty much, yeah.
Bro, it was so frustrating to watch, man. Ulsan, like, every single time somebody had a fucking life lead on Arslan, bro, he would just fucking weasel his way to winning the round. It'd be like, poke. Oh, the counter hit, man. Right, okay, wins the round. Fuck. Annoying as fuck to watch, man. He's so fucking good, bro.
Yeah. I think like that's like a thing like when you're watching Arslan, is like he's so dominant that if you're rooting for like whoever's against him, it's so like you can never like rest and be like, oh, he's got it in the bag, you know, because then Arslan just always pulls it out somehow.
I'm always rooting against Arslan, man. I think even in the building when he was playing Ulsan, was it Ulsan or CBM? But either way, the commentators were like, fucking make some noise for who you want to win, bro, and it was like 10 cunts for Arslan, bro. Everybody wanted fucking Ulsan or CBM to win.
I mean,
it's usually the people that are travelling with Arslan, that's the ones that are cheering.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. It's like that with NNA. It's just like the favourite. Naturally, you're going to want to go against them so you can see something different. I mean, obviously, I'm biased. I was pulling for Ulsan, man. It would be like poetic having Kuzumi win at the end. And then he switched to Bob, and then I didn't care. Nah, I mean, I wanted him to win anyway, but still. It was a good weekend. I mean, before we were talking about TWT Finals, but the LCQ was fun as well. I don't know if anybody was able to catch any of that.
I thought the LCQ. I who won? It was
Joe Crush
Joe
won it.
Crush.
I
Joe
watched a
Crush
bit
did
of it
really
too.
well.
Mm. I know.
Really, a really annoying looking Jack player. Like
Mm.
you know, like that kind of style the Jack players love to play. Chip you down, chip you down, chip you down. Try run into him down forward two. It's I don't even know how anyone could really deal with that. Like just watching it, even especially when I watch Joey Fury do that, it's daunting to watch.
Mm.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, it's like I think like it's funny. The last episodes, Jack was saying, this is Jack 99 we're talking about. He was saying like a similar thing. Like obviously since he's a Jack player, he's gonna be keeping tabs on like the Jack players that are entering, and how Joe Crush is like so optimal, and probably the best Jack next to Anakin. And like he was gunning for him to do bits in LCQ, and lo and behold, he went and won the whole thing. So yeah, I think Jack had the
Well,
rich in there.
there was a tournament like they did the night before, and I think he beat Arslan Ash as well. He
They
beat Arslan Ash in that tournament.
Yeah, they had I think there was because it was in New Orleans, so they had the local on the Thursday night, I think, for the warm up. Yeah, I think it was Atif that ended up winning it, but like, it was so funny. Like imagine going to your local, and since it's like before TWT Finals, it's just stacked with like world finalists.
Yeah,
Like you show up to Rushdown and like Arslan and Nier there, and you're like, oh, okay, what am I meant to do? You know. But,
See for the top eight. See for that top eight. I was really hoping for me versus Arslan Ash grand finals. I really wanted to see that. And I really wanted to see probably me like somehow take it over Arslan Ash, because that would have been like I think that would have been like a story and a storybook telling at the end. That would have been like imagine that as a story at the end, like at the Tekken 7, two of the biggest rivals in Tekken 7, pretty much ending Tekken 7 on the biggest stage of them all. But for some reason he ended up on losers side after that group. I felt like he should have been on winners, and Cherry Bear and Mango should have been on the losers side.
There was a whole thing about that on Twitter. I'm sure I saw something about that. Nee like rightfully shouldn't have been in losers, but it was like weren't they? No, I can't remember what it was, but I remember there was like a stink on Twitter over Nee being in the losers.
I think what had happened was both Nee and CBM were tied on. It was either game count or set count. That were tied on points effectively, but since CBM beat Nee in their head-to-head set, CBM won on head-to-head, and so he went into winners instead of losers.
All right, okay. I mean, I guess that kind of makes sense.
Because I think what had happened was like we don't know for sure, but I think that was Nee's last set, so maybe he came in like foot off the gas a wee bit, and then by the time he picked up, he lost 2-1 to CBM.
Yeah. Ideally, man, if not Nee, I would have liked to have seen Lohai take it as well. I feel like he was he's supposed to be like the next Nee, or like that's what that whole fucking posse's hyping him up to be. You know, the Korean top players that was supposed to be the whole top.
I think that'd be more. I think that was more Ulsan than Lohai. To be honest, I thought it was more Ulsan. Like he's meant to be like the next Nee or something.
I don't know. But either way, man, Ulsan fucking dropped the fucking ball, bro.
He got so close. He got so close.
He beats fucking 2-0s CBM and winners semis, and then who is it he loses to?
Yeah, CBM, wasn't it?
Oh no, he loses to Arslan in winners finals. Yeah, that was it. He should have beat Arslan, man, if he wasn't such a fucking tube. And then CBM, man. This is the grand finals was hard to watch, bro. Fucking CBM got trashed.
Yeah, that's why like I wasn't into the grand finals that much, because as soon as I saw CBM beat Ulsan, I was like, okay, it's done. This game over at that point. I mean, it's like I was like Arslan just won this whole thing. I don't understand how Ulsan lost the losers finals to CBM. Considering the fact I think Ulsan's a much better player than CBM.
I mean,
I don't know what happened there.
I mean, CBM's been doing work these past few months, man. I think like it's funny because when he was first like subbing Noctis and like swapping over to Noctis, I was obviously like I'm a Jin player, so I was like, no man, stick to Jin. He's your best character. But then he's been slowly like building on it and getting results in like ATL and these international majors, like especially this year, like what he was like second or third on the leaderboard overall,
Yeah.
something mad like that. And yeah, man, it's like for the amount of effort and like graft he's been putting in, it's definitely paid off.
Yeah, I feel like I'm a little bit more, I don't know, biased towards Ulsan and relative to the finals. I think just because he was fucking crushing it, and then this close, man, to beating Arslan. Like, I feel I really wanted to see him in grand final. Like, it was disappointing. Like CBM, like I said, he's like one of the best in Korea right now, and then he just gets fucking pumped in grand finals. At least when what's his face Ulsan lost in winners, bro, it was like by a close margin. Do you know what I mean? I reckon if he got into the grand final set with Arslan, man, he might have beat him.
Yeah,
I'll say.
I mean that was the tough thing because what Arslan had been like, he'd been messing about with Noctis and even played Noctis, and I think he even played him in top 8, didn't he?
He played him low high, man.
Yeah, like he's been playing Noctis for a while, so he knows like how to play against that character really well. And I think like, it's like you say, like you could tell during winners finals that Ulsan was definitely bringing it to Arslan, like the best out of anybody in the bracket, but just
he gave him the most competitive run of that whole tournament out of anyone. I don't think there could have. That's why I would have rather had Ulsan go to the grand finals rather than CBM. I knew what would have happened if CBM made it through, and I wasn't wrong. But that Katarina pick in the grand finals was certainly like that was out of nowhere. Like throughout this whole tournament, he was really random with his picks. Like I didn't really see. They weren't like matchup like. They didn't seem like matchup kind of things. He just picked random characters. Says, "Okay, I'm going to go with this one," and then grand finals just
man or something.
Getting the tech, he knows.
He does that a lot, man. Arslan's a bit of a fucking sandbagger. He does that quite a lot in tournaments, man. He'll just pick fucking random ass characters. I remember at VSF, was it last year or the year before, he picked like Kazumi against Joka and shit. I suppose Kazumi was his main once upon a time, but like nowhere near the character that she was back when in 2019 when he first appeared. You know what I mean? I feel like Arslan is a bit of a sandbagger.
Yeah, he picked Kazumi then lost. That's the last bit of Kazumi downplay I'll ever do. Got 3 more days of that and then never again. But he played. I think that VSF he also played Nina at one point, and then I think he won one.
He did against what's his name again? The fang player from Spain. What's his name?
Kaipa.
Yeah, that's the one.
Oh man,
that was the one. I thought he was definitely going to lose that one because I thought Kuiper almost had him on a couple of occasions in that game. But
yeah, no, it's just the kind of player he is. He's just such a wide character pool, and since he's so dominant and so good at Tekken, he's able to just. It's like you say, the grand finals of like the last World Tour finals, and he's able to just pick out Cat, and we've not seen him play Cat in tournament like at a stage like this, and he wins with her because he's just that good at Tekken. And I think, like, I mean, I guess it makes sense because he had winner's advantage, so he was able to like try something out, maybe throw CBM off, and then swap back to Kunimitsu if he got reset. Probably maybe would have done that. I don't know.
Yeah, I think
pretty much like
he would have picked.
Yeah, like it was just kind of like to throw CBM off.
What were you saying there, Wesley?
I just saying he's probably a lot more relaxed, so probably just an easier time.
Yeah.
Could also be a nod to. I'm pretty sure. The Koreans think Cat was a top 5. One of the Koreans, maybe it was Nee, said that Cat was like a top 5 character. Could be him again, just being a fucking smart ass and being like, like they think this character's top 5, so I'm going to fucking pick her and win with her. He has a bit of a cheeky monkey, old Arslan. Remember the Evo showcase, man? The Tekken 8 showcase. He was fucking smashing everybody and pure laughing in their faces. That
he was just vibing with Azucena, man.
Bro.
I don't blame him. That character's fucked up.
Bro, imagine you're getting fucking pumping everybody, man. Imagine you're getting pumped like that, bro, and the guy next to you is just sitting pure laughing at you, bro. You're fucking me.
The fucked up thing is not just it's not just like any other players. It's like other world champions. It's just like laughing in their faces. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's weird as well because like, see, the other Koreans were vibing with they were vibing with other people, but when you're watching them against Arslan, right? You can just tell like they're not. In my mind, it's like they're not having it, and he's just sitting there like Alistair said. He's just sitting there like having a good old fucking time about it. He's doing like weird shitty tech, and then he's just smiling about it all. Like he's the only one that knows what's going on here.
I'll need to watch it back again because my memory's a bit fuzzy, man. But he seemed like on the Evo Showcase thing, he seemed like the player who was most comfortable playing Tekken 8 at the time. See, like when you were watching, who was it? Saint playing Jack and shit, bro, and he just didn't know what he was doing. He seemed so comfortable playing Tekken 8, man. It was mad to like just have him fucking smash everyone and just laugh in their face. Like,
Do you remember that time like it was on Twitter, like he posted something, Arson Ash, and then I think somebody like sussed out that there was a fucking that break.
The cracked thingy controversy.
Yeah, the cracked. The cracked.
That was just another folder on his desktop, man. It doesn't mean
you know, Tekken Scotland's making no accusations here. You know, just want.
Three more days. We don't need to worry about that anymore. We're all
Don't
leaving.
worry,
The game's out now.
it wasn't cracked.
It was just a folder he had for a JPEG that he had.
So man, we've all been there. We've all been there. Aye, so
We've all broken the law.
No. We've all had folders with random names. Yeah, sure.
What do you mean? We've done a little bit of bumping here and there, right? At one point or another.
I
Trying to get everybody here.
I as the host of Iron Fist, I have no idea what the dust is talking about, and would rather move on to whatever. Because it was funny watching it because like I don't know. I think I was saying this last time when we were talking about it was the ICFC finals, and it was like we're doing all these like 1st to 7 and 1st to 15 sets on Tekken 7, and the game is like the game is like so close to being over that you think you would be, but maybe not upset, but like you'd be thinking about how Tekken 7's like wrapping up soon, and maybe be like reflecting on it, and you feel sad or whatever. But I think like it's been so long that you're just kind of looking forward to T8 now. I mean, yeah. I know I'm like that. I assume you guys are in the same boat. Like, Wes, are you thinking the same thing?
Yeah, this game's been dead to me for about 2 years now. It's like it's just been dragging like this carcass, just keep going on. Yeah. But yeah, I'm so looking forward to T8. Yeah, something new to get into.
Yeah, and to note, and for everybody watching, he says this and he doesn't play the game anymore, but then he'll still show up to locals and tan everybody. It's a crazy ability he has. I don't know what it is. Just yeah.
That's what happens when you just stop caring, man. You just go through the brackets.
I'll need to try it, man. Just never lab. Just don't play ranked.
Yep, just
wing
it. Man. That's my motto in life. Just wing it.
Yeah, quite right.
I've not felt like that, like the same as Wesley, until the last week or two for Tekken 7. Where like it's just kind of done for me now. I think I was done like. It started hinting. It was hinted at me that I was done like after like pretty much Madrid, and I was like, okay, that's enough. I'm ready for Tekken 8 now. Let's move on.
Well, we never had John after it had happened. So you're at EU Cup Finals, qualified. How was that then? How was that experience getting to go and compete with like some of the best players in Europe?
It was an amazing experience. Like I said, like it was probably one of the best films ever. Like I would hope like in the future we get more pretty much people in our scene competing around the UK and like not even the UK, around the world, and like just showing talent that we have here. It was an amazing experience. Madrid was a great place to be. Everyone was great. The food was nice. And just the city itself was amazing. Like you go around and like I went to Madrid Stadium to watch the game there.
Nice.
It was great. It was fun. My brother came because he's a big Madrid fan, so he was just showing me around the city as well, what it was like.
Good stuff, man. It was you definitely earned it, and it was sick to see like we say that representation. Like it was mad seeing like official Namco graphics with RDE on it. Like for me personally, that was like really cool to see. I know a lot of the guys at Rushdown were really like proud of it, like you say. I was good having that rep. You had the jacket, right? Like you got to take that home, right?
Yeah, actually, I've been wearing that jacket for the past 4 or 5
No, I fucking since I got it, bro. Been sleeping with it on that.
Just showing it off.
It's a great jacket. Everyone, when I took it to work, right? Everyone like pure was like, "Oh, that's a new jacket there." I was like, "Yeah, I got it from Madrid and stuff." I was pure showing it off as well. It's just this great wee jacket.
Have you watched back any of your games or anything? Like, have you reflected sort of personally more on it on performance and stuff like that? Like, I wanted to ask you about, obviously, because it's nerve wracking, bro, being at that level of competition on your own, bro, in a different country. Like, you know, it's hard. And watching it, man, like, I could tell, like, you were jittery and stuff like that, and like you're fucking dying to press buttons and get a count like that. Tell me about how it felt, like in the matches, and obviously at any time that you've reflected. And
So at first I didn't want to look at the matches because I knew I didn't do as well as I wanted to.
Mhm.
And then secondly, I was like, oh shit! Like when I did look at the matches, I was like, my punishment is absolute fucking gash, man. Like but for T8, I'm definitely gonna work on it a lot more. But it's just like I have one of the things I have a hard troubling is I have a lot of trouble with is like see when somebody does something I'm not ready for, it's like it takes me like 10 seconds to react to it and be like, oh wait, should have done this instead. So that was like made blatant in this tournament. I wanted to make sure all my punishments are better come T8, and then I'd watch back my first match was against Roger Maxis, and I was like, even the simple stuff like punching a hop kick, I was like, oh my god, I can't believe I missed that a couple of times. I was mad at myself more than anything, but then I kind of got over it because I knew I had to pretty much focus on the assignment, which was winning. And then after I was done, there's a funny story where I was talking to Bambino, who made like top 4, top 5, and he can't speak English. But he just turned to me, like we were having dinner. He turned to me and he goes, "Why Josie?" And then I turned back to him. I says, "Because I'm an idiot." Because I was like, this character. I suddenly realized that at a high level, like this character is not it at all. Or like if you could play against people who are not ready for it, and she's really good. If your opponent's not ready, or if you've got your reads like 100% down. If you know everything that your opponent's going to do, she's great. If you're willing to live and die by the 50-50 mix-up, she's great. But see, if you're trying to play proper pure Tekken, this character's not good. It's fucking hard, man. It is fucking hard. You got to work hard.
Yeah, I mean,
why I got more.
Yeah, I was gonna say, especially in a situation like that, man. Like even if you're like, I don't think you're a player that tends to get nervous with how much experience you have. Like even like local events, like saying if you're playing in Scotland or if you're playing down in England, but it's a different step. Like being at like an official like finals, like on a big stage. It was a big gaming expo as well, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So like, were you feeling quite nervy then, or were you quite normal, or?
No, I was quite normal. I think in my mindset, I was pretty normal because I was just kind of like, I'm just gonna go into this, pretend it's like a locals or something, just try to calm myself down a bit, and I didn't feel nervous. It was just, I'm not entirely sure why I made mistakes. It's just, it just happens when you're playing Tekken and like you just do something and then it didn't come out like the way it was supposed to.
Yeah.
It just, it's like.
Sorry, on you go.
No, on you go. I'm done.
I was just saying it's a bit fuzzy for me. I can't remember it all, but I think watching back on your matches, man, there was just a lot of times where your opponent wouldn't give you an opportunity to play the mind game with them. For example, like when you and I play Eunice, man, you'll hit me with like 17 fucking down 4s, man. I'll never duck it. I'll never do anything about it. I never low parry it. But like you tried to, who was it you played against? A Claudio player? Tetsu, bro, you tried to fucking downfall him twice, bro, and on the second downfall you hop kicked you. Do you know what I mean? And then I think for you watching those back, I think there was just a few too many situations where you were trying to like brute force the mix up, or if your opponent was mixing you up, there was just like too much of an eagerness to interrupt or sidestep or just it's tough. And I don't blame you, bro. Like it's tough. Like it's not like going down to England and there's a bunch of for lack of a better term, like the average Tekken 7 with my fucking cat, for like the average Tekken 7 players, and then there's like a couple of top guys there. They're all top guys, bro. So it's not surprising, man, that like the balance between the mindset and trying to fucking play your own game sort of thing is ski with.
Yeah, I guess. Oh, sorry.
Go on, Wesley.
I was just going to say, I guess normally you'd like in most tournaments you'd maybe get a chance to make a few mistakes, but like in something of that high level, like you're just going to get punished for every mistake you make. So it's just you just can't afford to do it, and that like the nerves and everything, it just plays into that as well.
I was gonna say like fucking. Not only was I getting punished for my mistakes, I was like making a bunch of mistakes myself. So I need to work on like minimizing that as much as possible. One of the positive things I heard coming out of that, I think it was Draconis who said to me was like, I was winning the Tetsu game on neutral and stuff like that, and I was winning. But when I started doing switch stance, like I was enforcing it, like Alistair was saying, like that's when things went bad. And I think that was the same case with what was his name, Pika, where I think I was winning on some occasions where I wasn't doing switch. I was winning on pokes and stuff, but as soon as I did the switch and I started being gimmicky, that's when they fucked me up.
Because it is quite brutal, like the situation you're in, considering it's like first of two games, you were the first group in the morning, so like quite soon after waking up. Imagine you have to get there quite early, and you're playing like first of two grand finals, like level sets, but like it's against like everybody straight away, and you can't afford to make mistakes, especially in the first of two. So it's a tough situation, definitely.
It's all an XP thing, man. Really, like I obviously, if we were all to end up in that same situation right now, like all of us, you would have more experience than us in this. Like you would probably do better if you got to do it a second time. Do you know what I mean? It's just that fucking crazy high level environment, man, is terrifying. And these guys are all used to it. Do you know what I mean? Like whereas you're up there, definitely, man. Like, but one of the best players in the UK, 100%. But you've just not got that experience playing against all these high level guys consistently. So I reckon if you want to get there again, another TWT year, you'd skyrocket in performance.
Well, yeah, like there's also that difference in UK and EU play, like the way the two regions play are just so. I think, and when I'm playing against them, it feels so different. You know what I mean? Like EU, it feels like when you're playing against those guys, right? It's like the slightest forward movement, and you'll get caught out by something that they'll see that and they'll throw something out, and you'll get caught. That's why I think one of the things I've learned. I don't know if this is like a good thing to learn or not, but if they're at a certain space, right? Rather than just trying to walk up and do the move, like if you check them with a move without having to do any forward movement, that way you won't get caught with whatever they're with that. As soon as you press forward, then they start doing something. If you know what I mean, if that makes sense.
No, that makes total sense. Just getting a bit more awareness for spacing on your moves and stuff like that. I guess is what you're talking about. So that's right. Like you learn something, bro. That's the thing. It's going to be. It's things that you're going to be able to apply better than us from now on, probably in tournaments.
Hopefully, I mean, I'm hoping Law's going to S tier, head into S tier, and T8.
What was that you were going to say, Wesley?
Yeah, I was just going to say, like, every country and that'll play, they'll have their own different styles. I mean, just to use the analogy, like, in football, when you come up against, like, European opposition, the Italians play different and all that sort of thing. It's the same way anything, really. So you'll just have all these different styles just come up and mash. So every game you play is going to be against someone who just, like, plays completely different and their philosophy is different, so.
The unfortunate thing for us, and it's probably a curse that we need to break, is that Scottish Tekken style is not breaking grabs, eating down back fours. Do you know what
I mean? Yeah, we'll need down back fours because because of this guy, man. It's just how it is. I swear I break grabs online. I swear I do, and then you go to locals and then just forget how to do it. I don't know. It happens.
There's this weird setup with what large players do is that they do the silent entry too, and then you somehow get caught with the grab because I don't know. You can't see his fucking arms because he's at like the camera's at a different angle, and you can't see his fucking arms. Caught with the grab mix after.
Just any +5 low, just go into a grab. It's a great strat.
That used to be the Alyssa classic, didn't it? You know, so it was what the full crouch low into the crouch grab or whatever it was. That used to be the Shardle special. I think it was. Like Shardle used to do that all the time. Yeah, man. Many a elf TNT was a game was won with that. Yeah, I remember watching.
He did pretty good at LC. Speaking of Shardle, he did pretty good at LCQ. He got to winner side out of his group, and then did he not make the top 6?
He did. I want to say he got 9th. I think. Like that is like considering how like what was it like 300 plus people, all like great players, like still playing.
Because it was for top 8.
Yeah.
Joint 9th with Shadow, Sour Piggy. I don't know who that is. Rest. Yeah. So joint 9th with Rest, Sour Piggy, and Shadow.
That's pretty mental, man. That's a really good fucking go of it.
That is mental.
Yeah.
Has he done better at JDCR and like invested?
Exactly, bro. Like just looking at this, like top 25, 25th, joint 25th, bro. There was like fucking 8 guys, including Jimmy J Tran, Pena 17th, Obscure 17th. You know, JDCR 13th, bro. Like how are you fucking showing up and doing better than these 3 players, bro? Like you know, previously like regardless of who you are, bro. Like previously, like top 10 world players. Do you know what I mean? JDCR's kind of unfortunately like I don't know if it's maybe he's fed up with T7 as well, man. But he's not really been traveling a lot this year. I'm guessing it's because of sponsorship.
It's just T8's so close. It's like for some people it just doesn't feel worth it, I guess.
Yeah, suppose so.
Yeah. Especially, I forgot to mention, special shout out to Honorary Scott FDX on his run, man.
Aye,
I caught that game against AK, man. I was so sad. I was so sad. Like he took him so close, and it was losers finals, wasn't it? Because he got third. Fucking what was it 2-2 like full range. First hit hits, second hit whiffs. He gets Akuma down 2 and killed, man.
that's so unfortunate, bro.
Yeah.
I'm not a I can't think of the word. I'm not a Noctis enjoyer. But it's heartbreaking, bro, to see that sort of shit happen against Akuma, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Feel rough for AK as well, man. What's that, like 2 LCQs he's got second in? You'd be greeting. Like
I was just listening to the Level Up Your Game podcast earlier on today, and they were talking about how like that's AK's curse is just being second at Evo. You know when Arslan Ash came about and he won Evo Japan in 2019.
Of course, aye. Yeah.
AK he beat AK in grand finals. You know what I mean? Apparently, and supposedly I've not looked it up myself, but he's coming second a lot in these major events.
Aye. Because it was Evo Japan, and then he got second in that LCQ in 2019. I think he lost to Bilal in, was it Thailand? I think it was that year.
Yeah, it was Bilal in Thailand.
Yeah, man. It just this game, man. It's just, you get all these events like happens.
And that must be like haunting for a guy like that, like to like even the word second must probably be like a nightmare to him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or he avoids the word, or like anyone says it to him, and like instant PTSD.
Oh man. Yeah.
We probably watch the podcast and hate us for the rest of our lives. Do you know what
I mean? Yeah. Nah, it was. The LCQ was a fun watch. It's like these like brackets where like there's so many good players and everybody's just falling like flies, and you try to keep track of all the games. I think Spooky was doing a stream like with a camera, like just walking about, like running about the venue, trying to catch all stream games, and like you're seeing killers like just falling like it's all over the place. It's a fun watch, man. It's crazy. But yeah, it was a fitting send off for T7, man. Arslan getting the triple crown. I think. Obviously, when he came in, he was the favourite, and you were thinking, "Oh, maybe he'll play knee, maybe someone will upset him." But he's just too strong, man. And it's fit. I think it's fitting that he finally broke his curse at TWT Finals of like coming out and like not making out of the groups, because I think that's happened to him twice before this. I want to say.
Yeah.
Him and knee. Shame they didn't get the showdown with knee again, but coming out and getting fucking Evo Japan, Evo Vegas, and finals in 1 year is mad.
It's wild, bro.
Yeah.
He's so fucking good, man. I hate him so much, bro. He's so good.
That do you remember that when TWT Amsterdam, the group he had with me? that was a cursed group. That group had Chikrin, Knee, Arslan Ash, Owl, and Yolanda
Yeah.
all in the bracket.
Yeah.
Oh, this was a Galanda's Wonder performance or something, wasn't it? In that group, he did really. Am I remembering that right? He did fucking really well in that group.
That was mad seeing that live. That's like crazy. Like we'll talk about it in a wee bit. That's one of my best like the Tekken 7 memories is just being there, experiencing that.
Bro, let me jump and feed these cats. Sorry, boys, man, they're fucking pissing me right off. I'll be 2 seconds.
He was like, it was mad being there. Like, yeah, because you were there as well. You know, say like because were you there for 2019, or were you?
No, I wasn't.
Oh, right. Okay.
I was only there for Amsterdam.
Okay, yeah. Because wait, no, not 2019. Sorry, 2018, the Amsterdam one, the first Amsterdam one.
No.
Yeah, because that was when Garlanda had his like losers, his LCQ run, but then he had a similar run back in Amsterdam in like last year, which was crazy. And that was mad to experience. Yeah. Nah, man.
Think about it, right? He made it out of the group against Shikaran, Arslan, Knee, and Owl.
I think like if you were to look back on that, the two getting out, you would not have called Garlanda now. They're making it out. Yeah.
I should have made a bet at that point. I would have made like so much money.
Fund all your trips.
I know.
Fund the
I would have
trip.
made back the money from our Amsterdam. I would have made back all the money I lost.
Yeah. Nah, it was fun. It's fun being part of that, man. Like, and it's it's fun like getting to like travel to all these events and see what it's like. Like getting to meet all the people like you talked online and all that. And I suppose that's a non too subtle segue of like Tekken 7's wrapping up, and like you're starting to think about like all the stuff that's happened like since you got in, and like all your best memories and your favorite tournaments and all that. So I figured we spend a wee bit talking about that. Yeah. So I don't know, just throw out there any immediate memories that stand out to you is like I'm gonna remember this even like into T8 or whatever.
I think my biggest one was definitely Big Yin. I mean, I unfortunately didn't get to travel to any tournaments like abroad and things, so Big Yin was the biggest Tekken tournament I was a part of, and I think that was just like a fantastic day, just like everyone coming up, and just the whole day was amazing to play all these players, and yeah, even like the great, was it like the 10v10 Scotland against England? That was a great thing to be a part of.
Man, yeah, totally.
Even though I unfortunately did lose my match, but still, it was still a great thing to be a part of. So
you and me both, man. I not to give the game away, but I think the 10v10 is probably like my best memory, like out of all of like Tekken 7, because it just like, I mean, obviously it was good being part of it, like getting to play in it and everything. But I think like just like the vibe in the venue and everything.
Yeah, man.
Because like because obviously like it was competitive, like Scotland against England and everything. But it was also just like everyone was just having so much fucking fun. Like everyone's like screaming shit talk, and just like the games were close. Like, it was so fun. Like everybody pulling out random characters and all that. And just being part of it, like it was so good. Like definitely my best memory of like Tekken 7.
Ken always asks me whenever I see him at an event. He says, "When's Big Game 2 happening?" He asks me every time. He wants it more than we do at this point.
That's the
I think
thing.
that was probably my biggest heartbreak moment. The fact that there couldn't be a Big Game 2. That was devastating.
Man. That's the COVID, man, taking that away from us. Like, because I forgot. Like occasionally you look back on Twitter and like, because they had sign-ups, didn't they? Like I remember we all did like a mad sign-up push like really early in the year before stuff was getting cancelled, and then fell away, man. Yeah.
What was it that caused the Big Game to be so like packed with players and stuff like that? Like I can't. What was the marketing strategy here? Like why did all these guys show up? Why was it such a big stack? It was fucking amazing. I was still pretty green in Tekken when Big Game came about, man. So I didn't do very well in the tournament, but I had a lot of fucking fun as a spectator. I was really drunk.
You up on the chair with a flag. Oh my god!
I was shouting at people and all that.
So good.
But what was it? How come we've never been able to recreate like the entrance and stuff like that? I suppose, but COVID happened sort of shortly after that shit, and Tekken for the most part had a lot of players. But
so what happened was the combination of things. Number one, I think the big players showed up because they wanted more points, because they saw the attendance numbers increase for our tournament. and our tournament got so high to the point where like we had to go rent out the whole venue basically. And because attendance was so high, the number point system pretty much propelled it, the winners up higher in the TWT leaderboard. Secondly, was Ezra was the one organizing the thing, but he had it organized from like a year before.
Right.
So he's putting it on Twitter every single week, from that whole year. And people were building up from the locals, and then we're building up to people like from down south, and we're building up to people in the EU. Then all of a sudden, a couple of everyone just wanted to show up, and because it was pretty much built up from about a year before.
Yeah, because I think Big Yin, it was like the culmination of like all the work that had went into MIG like that past year. It was like we're building up like steadily, like the entrants were increasing every month, like everyone in Scotland, we're starting to get players coming up from Newcastle and even further down south, and it just became like, oh yeah, like if you come to these Glasgow events, if you come to MIG, it's just going to be a great time. Like, because remember that was the thing, it was come MIG, wasn't it? We would like say it to everybody, like come MIG, and just it was like building up on that, and then it's like you say, it was that plus the like the dojo stuff got like players to travel up. But you remember, like I forgot, but you remember Kane came up in, I think it was June or July, one of the MIGs. I think it was like Road to Celtic Throwdown or something like that as well. But like, and then you get word of mouth from him, and then a lot of the other English players come up, and just like everybody came up, and it was like a great time, man. It was like the crown jewel, I guess, of like Scottish Tekken. For probably, I mean, yeah, definitely of T7. Yeah.
Other than BSF, that was one of the biggest. That was the biggest dojo event in the UK.
I think it was the biggest dojo in Europe, to be honest. I correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it was that year anyway.
I believe so as well.
So it was definitely over like 110 at least. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure we got we could have got more than that as well.
We could have got more than that. I think it was the same weekend as that Dubai event. Was it Rocks and Roll, the Master? So like, yeah. And that was like, it was a bit gutting like being the same weekend and that, but I mean, fucking, it was packed anyway. You know, all these top players coming over from Europe. Like Garlanda was there. Speaking of Garlanda again, like yeah, it was crazy.
The Phantom was there. Was he not? Phantom was big, I'm pretty sure I saw the Phantom.
Was that back when 200k was still about? I think so.
I think so. Yeah, I think DJ Vu,
the memories
and stuff was all still 200k by that point.
You still got the shirt in the wardrobe, Eunice?
It's in the other house actually.
Still got it. That's good.
Should be framed, man.
Aye, get signed by everybody, man.
I was just looking at the Smash and it says 126 people for Big Yin.
Shows you, man.
106, man. Fucking hell.
Yeah, packed into summoners. Like, think about that. Oh.
Yeah, I was talking to see when I was in Madrid, I was also talking to a couple. I think it was Bubsy about he was talking to me about what was that big event? Hype spotting. He was talking about the one drop. What he was asking about, like, how come there was no more hype spotting after like 2017? Sorry. I didn't really have the whole story because I wasn't around at the time.
Yeah, I think.
But it just shows that they're clamoring for something like up north as well, like something big. You know what I mean? That they could all travel up to.
Yeah, I mean we'll be talking about it in a wee bit, but we are starting to see like the return of these like bigger events. Maybe not on the scale of like a Hype Spot or a Big Yin, but a lot of scenes are slowly working their way up. You know, and we'll, like I say, we'll touch on that in a wee bit, but. I'm actually really glad you brought up Hype Spotting because that was my introduction to like the offline scene and everything, and it was such a good way to get introduced to the scene because I came in as a casual and I was only there for like because it was Hype Spotting 6, wasn't it, which was the last one, and it was the Tekken 7 like pre-release UK Championship, so everyone was playing on like it was these dev consoles that were like in these, like, I don't know how to describe it. Like they weren't like actual PS4s. They were like developer consoles, like PCs hidden in like these metal cages that were like had locks on them and shit.
That's wild.
Yeah, and it was just getting the set playing T7 before it came out. Like for me, even like a noob had no idea what it was doing. It was so fun. Like I can't imagine what it was like for guys who actually played Tekken back then. I like DJ Vu's in chat saying laggy dev consoles. You can feel them overheating. I mind some of them were like roasting to touch because it was Wesley, you were at Hype Spot as well, weren't you?
Yeah, that was my first offline event as well. I mean, I'd played Tekken like ever since I was 4, but I'd never knew anything about like a scene or anything like that. So I think it was Ryan, my mate Penna P, just seen this like advertisement on Facebook for this like launch event, so I thought we'd go along. And yeah, it was a great day. Actually, I think I got like King J in my second round, and I had no idea like who he was because I didn't know any of the Tekken scene or that. So yeah, it was crazy.
Who were you playing back then? Were you on Lars or were you?
I was playing Kazuya actually because I used to play before I knew about all the execution stuff. So
yeah, I'm glad you brought that up because sorry, bad podcast old guys. I forgot to ask how you got into Tekken, so I'm glad we've rectified that. Nice. Hype Form was another one, man. It was like fun to experience that. Yeah.
I missed out on some fucking good shit, bro. I joined just at the tail end. Thankfully, I got to experience Big Yin, man, but I really wish I'd got into Tekken just earlier on in its lifespan. Even like as well, I wish I'd got back into Tekken, you know, like Tekken 6 days, you know what I mean? Tekken 6 Tag 2, that sort of era.
Yeah.
Experienced it a bit more.
Yeah. I mean, I think like, because like, so you were there for Big Yin, so you got into the scene in like 2019. So I think 2019, not even just for Scotland necessarily, but I think Tekken 19 was just like the year where it was it was season 2. All the there was like tournaments every weekend. You could watch them like on like I remember I would watch like every fucking tournament like every weekend, like Stream Monster, everything, and like you'd go to locals and there'd just be all these events popping off like every week, and it was just so fun being part of the scene. Because like I say, I think that was the peak, like for Scotland and for like Tekken in general.
Mm-hmm. The scene was pretty vibrant back then. Like if you look at it's kind of sad to say this, but if you look at like Tekken Scotland's Discord in its current state, man, it's like
it's the end of the game, man. The game's
even the Scottish Tekken scene for a while, like since COVID, bro. COVID really disrupted the flow that we had going. We were on a steady climb.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
we were having tournaments like every month.
Yeah, man, we had like everybody was online back then. Like you came home from fucking work or whatever. There was like 8-man lobbies. Everybody's just fucking about and playing. Like people are going to locals on a Wednesday night and then coming on the Friday again, coming every mig and shit. Whereas like since we've been trying to recover from the COVID area, we had a few tournaments where it was like okay, nice wee turnout and stuff. Couple of newcomers. Then it's just dwindled out. Hopefully, Tekken 8 breathes some life back into the players who used to show up, and encourages them to come in.
Plus any new people as well. It'd be great to see some new faces as well.
Yeah, man. New faces that stick around. A lot of what we had been seeing with the new faces would have people who'd come in. They'd come at locals. They'd get fucking stomped on by everybody, man. They'd come to a tournament like immediate O2, and then they don't know anybody. So like, because there's no online scene, there's no, you can't just join a party because everybody's in there and just start chatting. Like it was, it was unfortunate. So yeah, again, hopefully Tekken 8 brings a little bit of that back.
Well, that's it, man. Like we brought, like we were, like all of us were brought into the scene with like T7. We were all introduced, and we were all scrubs when we started. And then the guys above us like brought us up and taught us the game and everything. And now, I mean, now it's our chance for like any newcomers that come in when T8's coming. Mm-hmm. And you see, like I've already seen like a few faces I don't recognize, like signing up in some of these brackets. So it's just the start of that process again. And I mean, like Scotland, it'll be like this, and down in England and other scenes where you'll have that wave of new players who'll see Tekken 8, especially with all the fucking marketing that Namco are doing, man. Seeing these like they're getting adverts with NBA players and shit. It's crazy.
Yeah.
So yeah, you'll get loads of new faces, and it's just about bringing them in and like teaching them the ropes and having them at events and just being welcoming like that. And yeah,
like I'm sure there'll be a lot of people that'll buy the game, and then maybe like after a month or two they'll be like proper into it, and then that's the time to like advertise the tournaments just everywhere, just try and get as many people along as possible.
Yeah, I mean I was like that because I got into T7 like right before like it came out. I got into, like I say, I was at Hype Spot and that, but I went to, I think RDE had it was like a launch tournament back when they were at Wings, and then I went to it, and from there that was me, I went to that, and then eventually started going to MIG in Glasgow, and then from there it's just you become a part of the scene and you're just there, yeah. So I think it was pretty unanimous that Big Yin was our highlight for like the scene in general. any other events? Like maybe not even events you were at, just like events like you were watched or like moments or players or.
Well, one of my favourite Tekken 7 experiences outside the big game was actually coming to my first MIG, man. After getting to know people, like when I'd only been playing Tekken a couple of months. I think I already had a stick by this point and everything, man. I was fucking committed, bro. But I had to like look to Reddit to find to find the scene. Initially, I think Jason said in the chat, I don't know if it was versus Scotland or something like that. Somewhere used to run offline Tekken 7. It was at like Belong in Glasgow ran Tekken 7 there. But by the time that I'd sort of decided I wanted to come offline, they'd switched their Tekken nights to Mortal Kombat. And it was like...
Boo.
Aye. So I'd got like a bunch of links. So Jason said versus Scotland, and I got some other. But I ended up in the Burnt to Fight Discord. And then coming to my first MIG after getting to know a few of the guys online, Wesley, all yous who are sitting in front of me, Jack, Josh, Grim, Ibra, all those guys who, like I said earlier, man, we were just doing big lobbies and fucking about. We had Saturday Sco-Downs. Do you remember Saturday Sco-Down?
We never did one of those, did we? They were planned for ages, and then we just never did them.
Yeah. The first game I'd played against anybody from the scene was Grim on a Saturday Sco-Down. My fucking 3-day-old Brian, bro, and I'm getting taunted up and shit. Do you know what I mean? Like, just getting fucking bullied. But definitely coming to my first MIG, man, was like a big highlight. I won my first match and all that. Tournament nerves. It's pretty sick.
Yeah, definitely. It's hard to believe the thought that like before Tekken 7 was released, I didn't know anybody. So it's hard to believe it's come so far.
Yeah, man.
Aye. Any other events that stand out to you, Eunice?
Man, there's just too many to pick from, to be honest. I think this I don't know if this is a bit cliche for me to say, but this game was kind of like was a bit of a game changer for me in my life, basically, because I'd done so much things with this game that I'd never done with anything in my life before in a competitive aspect. And I know I said this on my Twitter, but I said I blew so much money, like just traveling, like all over the place, where I had family members like come have a good moan at me about like, what the fuck are you doing? You're meant to be saving money, not like throwing all over the place. I just didn't care. I just I loved and enjoyed every single bit of it. Like me and you, Greg, we went places. We went Germany, we went Sweden, we went Amsterdam. See if it wasn't for Tekken at this point, I would have never stepped foot in any of those countries. It would have been the last thought in my mind. But because of this game itself and the amount of people that I've met before, and the fact that you even came with me, it's hard to pinpoint one thing in particular.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, keep going if you're.
No, that was me.
No, I actually think you've pretty much summed up everything I was wanting to say in terms of like again like the people you meet and all the traveling you've doing, because like I mean the first time I'd ever flown was to go into Ireland for Celtic Throwdown, and like I don't know, I mean obviously I'd hope to travel to other places eventually, but the opportunities you got and seeing like all these events, like you say, going to Sweden, going to Amsterdam, like just traveling all around and meeting all these people, like meeting all the people that you've met online, you know them already. Like it's just such a good feeling. Like oh, you know this guy that you've played him online like so many times, and you come and you meet him and see him in person. It's even better. Like yeah, like I'm definitely thankful for that. Like it's not like a specific memory, but it's just a lot of smaller memories. Like getting to meet all these people and travel about and everything. Yeah, for sure.
Definitely a goal of mine for T8 is to try and travel to tournaments. Definitely.
Yeah, I'm gonna get the finger out. I think for T8, at least for the first couple of years of its lifespan, I'm gonna try and travel, do like international stuff. I'd love to go to a fucking Evo, man. I think that'll be the biggest thing for me. Maybe to go for Evo for Tekken 8 or something like that.
I'd love to see Grim get the finger out and absolutely go in tournaments.
Yeah.
As soon as he stops being a hermit, as soon as he stops being a hermit in his own house and then starts actually going out.
Call out for Grim if he's watching. Call out. Something send him, man.
I love the guy. I really do. We're good buddies, man. But his fucking talent's wasted, bro. Because he should have been traveling to all these events. He should have been with you, Eunice, and Milan or wherever the fuck you went. He should have been
Yeah,
there at Madrid.
I say this. Sorry, go on, Eunice. Go on.
I was telling people, I said, if Grim actually put in the effort that I did, it would have been me. It would have been him instead of me here. Do you know what I mean? He's that fucking good. He should have been the one representing.
Mhm.
But I was hoping, like, see, after I came out of Madrid, I was hoping what I did would have at least inspired some people in Scotland to at least attempt what I did. Do you
Well,
know
I
what
mean, hey, we've got T8 now, so maybe people who aren't necessarily that interested in traveling for 7 now know, and they can take that upon themselves. Like, I think, yeah, it's a bit of a meme, like, because I'm in like various communities that aren't just like Scottish, and I'll always say like, oh man, you guys don't know about these Scottish players. Like, if you came up to Mega or if these guys travelled, they'd be tanning everybody, and like we've seen bits of that, like Eunice travelling, like doing bits down in like Manchester and Liverpool and that, but I think that's definitely something I'm wanting to see more of in T8 if possible, because obviously, you know, life situations and everything, not everybody can travel for whatever reason, but I think it'd be just amazing to see like the top players in Scotland, like newer guys as well, who show up and be everybody just putting Scotland on the map, man. We need that. It'd be sick.
Yeah, I definitely think there's a lot of hidden talent in Scotland that people don't get to see it. You know.
Yeah. I mean, you man.
When are you going to turn back 4 people down south?
Yeah, man. When are we funding the trip to VSF? You can down back 4 people.
Yeah, definitely next VSF. I'm definitely trying to get there.
I want other people to feel my pain every time I play you.
Yeah, just
I want other people to feel my pain, and so I can laugh at other people getting absolutely fucking cold slap.
It's looking just as good in T8, so keep it
Aye,
going.
You know what I'm scared? Do you know what I'm scared of? And like, I think like you guys were watching Nobi with that Lars and that Evo showcase. That down forward 2 looked like some scary shit. Like he was, and I couldn't even remember a point where he wasn't in stance.
Yeah, everything transitions into a stance now. It's crazy.
Yeah, like I was watching this and I was like, what the fuck is even going on? Like, I was shuddering. I was like, oh,
that.
Few more days, man. Few more days, and
No, it's crazy how close it is, isn't it? Yeah.
I know. Just before we move on to the next bit, you said about going to Evo. I'm making the trip to Combo Breaker this year, so that's going to be fun. First time in America, and again, it's like I say, I don't know when I would ever go to America. Like I probably would eventually, but like getting to go for an event and traveling with friends, you know, like that's going to be sick.
When is that?
That is the end of May, I think. Yeah, so a few more months.
So sick, bro. I was so jealous, man, when I saw you post that, because it's like a bucket list thing for me. But it's also nice that you know, you're saying you probably would have went to America at some point. It's also nice to go on holiday, generally speaking, with a purpose.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're getting to fucking just soak up a bit of where exactly is it in America?
Chicago,
bro. Getting to go to the old windy shitty.
It's gonna be great, man. I'm gonna go 0-2. I'm gonna do so bad. Jet lag's gonna kill me, but I'm gonna get to go to a Chicago Cubs game, the baseball and that. So that'll be fun. And
make sure you try their pizza. Make sure you try their pizza.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, totally.
The big deep dish.
Anyway, will it compare, however, to the was it the Donner meat pizza we got at Headstomper, Eunice?
It'll probably be better.
Nah, that was fucking good.
It was great. It was great. Don't get me wrong, it was great. But see, like pizza, like from another country, that's like it's like thick kind of pizza. That's like it's gonna be top tier. I promise you.
Yeah.
The only place that I would say the pizza like didn't hit for me was Italy. That's because they got their own style of pizza.
Controversial.
That's because they got their own style of pizza, and I'm used to one of those thick daddy style pizzas, and I don't know.
Yeah, I mean that's what I'm saying, man. It's like Tekken is like giving you these opportunities to like travel and see new cultures and meet new people and everything. It's just so like just such a good.
Bro, I went to the Madrid Stadium. Watched the game. It was great. The place was packed. It was against Villarreal, and it was 4-1 to Madrid. I got to I got to watch Luka Modric play, which was amazing.
Man, he's the knee of football, man. Been about for like decades, and he's still like at his peak. It's crazy.
Listen, this is gonna be off topic, right? But see, when Luka Modric did this pass, right? Where like he wasn't even looking at the center, right, at the center of the goal bit, right, and he just passed without even looking, and Jude Bellingham headed the goal in. I was like, what? You didn't even.
And you got
to wonky pass.
And you got to experience that live because of Tekken, man. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
exactly.
It's
They wouldn't.
yeah,
All these opportunities that crop up just because of a game, it's crazy, isn't it?
aye.
Mhm.
I just think
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Go on, Eunice.
that's what I'm saying. Like, you like if it wasn't for Tekken, I would have never traveled as much as I did. Never.
And so we're talking about Tekken 7 and upcoming opportunities. And here's your next segue. There'll be more opportunities for travelling very soon for the T8 release because we're that close, man. We're so close. A few more days. We mentioned it before, but
Me and Alistair talked about this yesterday.
yeah,
Last night on the phone.
I was supposed to be going, but I don't think I can. I have already. Yeah, it's come to light that I have fucking prior obligations, bro.
Is
that's a
that
shame, man.
54 attendees list? Like, is that 54 for Tekken 8?
No, so it's so they're running other games. I think it's like they're running like Smash and Street Fighter as well. But there's been a lot more entrants for Tekken recently. That we're getting up to 28 now, which is crazy. Wesley, I know you signed up today, I think.
Yeah, just a couple hours ago.
Right.
I was always planning on going, but I just wanted to make sure it was concrete before I actually.
No. He
Yeah,
just wanted to get that money. He just wanted to.
Yeah,
He saw the attendees list, then he saw the money in his hand. He's like he's going for it. I see where your head's at.
It's going to be so fun, like everyone not knowing what to do and things like that. I think like anyone could take this, like anyone.
It's gonna be sick to see, man. That who's beating Robbie then? Who knows? You never know, man.
Is Robbie even
I
going?
mean, you've got that experience with the demo. You know, you've had your character for a wee while. So
Yeah.
expect big things, man.
I'll be honest. I probably should have grinded it a bit more than I have. Like I've been playing like Ghost Battle and that occasionally, and I've been recently recording footage for something that will come out in the next few days. You can look forward to that. Yeah, it's definitely a bit of an advantage having like my main in the demo at least. And yeah, I've been able to work some stuff out, but it comes to tournament, just, you never know. You can just drop stuff, and you've got all these new matchups to learn, and like someone's gonna pull out one string that they've learned on the Friday, and just win with it on Saturday. You know, man, that's how it is.
I bet everybody's going to be dropping stuff.
Aye, yeah. I mean that's part of the fun, eh? It's like launch weekend tournaments. It's just everybody, it's like figuring stuff out. Like I can already see like some player we've never heard of like pulling out Victor and just like upsetting
definitely.
somebody, like shit like that. It'd be so funny.
This character, bro. I'm fucking.
Not to go on that too much, but the Red Bull event that was on Friday, seen like the breakdown of him and all that. Nah, not looking forward to that. I'm definitely not looking
I'm still to watch that. Actually.
It's
I watched
good. Man.
about it.
It's good info. Good info and good sets. You should definitely watch it.
I watched Sefi Black play Dragonov against. Can't remember who he played against now. It was Gosei now. I watched him play a bit of drag, which was fun. It's cool. I'm really looking forward to playing Dragu. And
I actually want to try drag as well.
Yeah, it looks sick. Yeah.
Alright, so we got No Man's Land coming up. We've talked about it before. And also we mentioned last time, the week after, the return. We were talking about MiG memories before. This is going to be the first MiG featuring in Tekken 8.
Goes back.
Aye, Eunice and Alistair are both on home ground, man. So you know, home ground advantage. You got to put that effort and defend the turf wherever he comes round. You know.
I'll be there, bro. I'll fucking be there and ready. I'm gonna grind this game a lot more than I did Tekken 7. That was one of my biggest downfall, bro. Was not putting enough time into actually learning a lot of the stuff of the game.
Yeah, I mean,
early on.
Yeah, I mean the game's brand new now, so you have that like impetus and like the urge because all the new players and all the players showing up, you're able to like grind and learn off each other and all that. So
it's going to be nice to be on a bit more of a level playing field with the community in general. That, and I now have a bit of that legacy knowledge that's passed over just from playing Tekken 7 and Tag 2. So there's not that scariness of learning how a lot of things work and blah blah blah.
Yeah. Everyone will be on the same playing field in terms of like new game, new purpose.
Yeah, I'm also glad that it's like a week after the game comes out as well, because Inverness will be fun for like different reasons for how mad it's going to be, like everybody pulling out the new shit. But it's good for this having like the week where everybody can sort of ground themselves in the game, and then seeing early on who's learning faster than others and who's like playing these characters and all that such. But again, that's gonna be sick. So Meg's got that Tekken Legacy. And then another event announced this week with all these events. These new events are coming, man. Sorry, when the sign-ups close? As Monsters in chat just asking. I believe they'll sign up the day before. They'll close the day before usually for Meg. That's when they do. So it'll be on the Friday. Usually went about when that happens. So yeah, be sick to have you if you can. That'd be crazy. Having these day one, like week one tournament, you having these invaders coming up, man. Need to defend the turf even more. Eunice and Alistair, it's up to you guys. You need to do it.
We went over there and did a bit of takeover. So like they got to come back and
Man, Eunice been smashing it down there, bro. Even our man Bolt won. What did he win? NBA? Was it you that won NBA?
You both won
we
NBA.
both won.
Yeah.
We both won NBA.
Aye.
It was both first, and then it was me.
Scottish players were already down there smashing the Englishmen, bro. Send them up.
Aye, that's why they're lucky. This is the same day as the NBA tournament, man. Send a Scottish player down. A candidate. They're all too busy playing at Mig.
Oh, man. Got to get your redemption back.
Love to NBA, by the way. Sound guys. Hope the event goes well. It's gonna be sick. I think they've got like over 120 people, man. It's crazy.
They've got like packed. They got packed.
Yeah, definitely. So like we were saying, another event's coming up. Battle Lounge 5 bringing us their first big event. Because they've been running the weekly locals on the Sundays, but here they're bringing about a larger event with Street Fighter and Tekken and Guilty Gear. So that'll be another one to look forward to. Not sure many people will be planning to come to this. Start of March, so there's a bit more time. So it could be fun. I think I'll definitely be making it. So
start of March, is it a weekend day? 9th of March, let's see.
I believe it's a Saturday. Aye.
It is a Saturday, bro. Perfect. I'll probably be there, man.
Nice one. Good to see you. It's still early doors, so the sign-ups, obviously the lower sign-ups at the moment, but
Is this one capped?
I assume so. I'm assuming it's capped at actually I don't know if there is any caps or anything, but yeah, we can maybe look into that, but it'd be good. Someone can come through to Fife and try and take my crown off me, that's what I'm saying, man. Actually, to be fair, it's not my crown anymore, I guess, because I won, and then you won you did run robin, the second one, right, Eunice?
I don't want to talk about that.
Yeah, and then there was I think Ryan went Pentapi. He went to the last one and won, didn't he?
Yeah, so he's the fight champion.
Yeah, so it's his crown. It's his crown. Yeah.
He's the current champion of fight.
Hey man,
you know what he did as well? He did a wee low key thing. Like he just low key signed up without anybody knowing, and he just turned up and.
I think he signed up on the day or the day before, just before it.
I was like, well done. I was like, well done, Ryan.
Nice one. His crown to defend, man. We'll be all gunning for it. Start of March. And man, again, all these events. We got one that just got announced today. Northern Fights up in Aberdeen, Reset Aberdeen, bringing it back with the featuring Tekken 8. I want to say the last Tekken event in Aberdeen, was that the one that you and Bolt were up at?
Yes.
God, that's ages ago, man. When was that? Was that 2021 or 20? Yeah, I don't know.
The memories, man. That was the best and the worst day ever.
It's a mad journey, man. Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, go on, Eunice. What are you saying?
It was the best and worst day ever. It was just it's just so many memories that day. I don't know.
Yeah,
keep it to myself.
Aye, so it's a high up journey, man. I was it's actually slightly less further away from me than Inverness is. I was quite surprised at that. I'm apparently not good at my Scottish geography, but it's still quite far up. But yeah, at
the tournament there was some guy who was playing his pad upside down with Tekken. He's playing well, and he had the pad upside down. And me and Bolt were just sitting there like, whoa, okay. Never seen that one before.
That's just Leo. You can play Leo like that and still win, It's just how the character is. But,
maybe that's tech.
I mean, I'll be looking to go up to this. I need to see if I can get people to come up with me, but I'll be interested. Cool seeing these different scenes in Scotland supporting Tekken, so we'll need to come up and show support to them as well. So just announced today, so look forward to that at the end of March. So couple months away still. And we talked about it last time, but we've got the return of Edinburgh number 4. We're currently starting some stuff out with venue at the moment, so dates tentative, might get moved, but keep that in the horizon as well. That's in April.
How come like the venue got changed again? If you don't mind me asking.
Not to get too deep into it, but just various things about the venue at the moment. Just some like factors or whatever. Like we're still there for locals, but just maybe for someone like Edinburgh, it's a bit difficult at the moment.
Because you need the space, you need more space for like for more people as well.
Yeah, just like the stream setup and all that. But yeah, I look forward to that in the future, man. All these events coming up, it's crazy. It's almost as if there's a new game coming out. All these scenes like coming to support Tekken, man. I'm can't wait, man. Getting to travel around Scotland again, it's gonna be sick. So I'm thinking, if anybody paid attention to the announcement tweet, we've got something else planned, which is the first ever Iron Fist Tekken Scotland quiz. I'm thinking if we want to maybe take a wee 5-minute break, then we can jump into that. If that sounds good to everybody.
Yeah, sounds good.
Right, cool. So for this quiz thing, just to get ahead of everybody, I'll post the link in chat if we can. I believe that's the link. Yeah. So if you join that, and then I'll get the code and everything. But I can show you in a second. So I'll get you free to join first, obviously, because you're on the show. It'd be a bit ridiculous if we had it and then you just didn't get to join and the viewers did. But then yeah, we'll get to that in a wee break, and we'll see you. We'll be back in 5 minutes. All right, in a sec. Hello everybody, we're back. Just taking a wee 5-minute break there, getting set up for, as mentioned before, the first edition of the Iron Fist quiz. Now, this is an idea but I kind of shamelessly stolen from another podcast I watched. I believe a few guys in the Australian Tekken scene had done this, like the Oceania scene. And I thought it was such a fun idea that I kept in the back of my mind for when eventually we did a show. And I think this is probably the perfect time to do it, because it's first it's the end of the year, but also T8's coming out, so for it to be a good time to look back and maybe test your memories on some things. So I've already got everybody on the show to join, but anybody in chat who wants to play along, I think I can post the share link actually. So anybody in chat, feel free to join, and please use your real names so I can tell who everybody is, and then we can play along. And it's mostly going to be questions about this past year, but there will be a few. Alright, immediately we've got somebody joining called Craig. That's good. I wonder who that is. Actually, I thought it was Josh, but it wasn't. But yeah, okay.
Is it Jason?
Yeah, I think it is Jason. We'll give it a few more minutes and we'll see. I think I can just How's that for everybody? Can everybody see that? Yeah.
Yeah.
I think okay, that's good.
Who's ISMV? I've not heard of him at all. I've not seen that name before.
It's ISNV brackets ad Sirium. So that'd be some like 4D chess if that was actually Jason.
Aye.
Calling himself ISNV brackets ad Sirium. I don't think there's a time limit on this. We'll give it a couple of minutes. Let everybody join. All right.
I see somebody else on the game. Abby.
Hello, Abby. It's the same Abby, yeah. It's the Abby I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
Nice. We're filling out. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oof, man. 2 more and we've capped.
Damn.
Yeah. I will give it 1 more minute and then we can just get started. So the Kahoot is about the Scottish Tekken in the past year. So everybody get prepared on that. And I will say, I did kind of prepare some of the questions, not necessarily knowing who was going to be on the show. So there might accidentally be a few who know some more, like just by the nature of the questions straight away. But Alright, I think we're good to go then. We're good to go, everybody? Everybody got the phones out, questions ready?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, let's get started.
Oh wait, phone's out? Hold on. I've not got my phone out.
Where your phone at? Need to answer your questions, man. Go be quick on the trigger.
That was like the first thing you said as well, was to get your phones out.
I think you get like bonuses if you're like faster as well, so you know. So yeah, fingers ready, man. Fingers at the buzzers.
So hold on, how come I'm logged in on? How come I can't just play for my fucking?
You can play.
browser?
You can play for your browser.
Can I? It
Yeah.
just shows my wee guy.
Aye, no, because we've not hit start yet, so it's not
Because
gonna.
we've not started.
Yeah,
Right,
yeah, we've not
okay,
started.
Right,
All right, so we're starting now. Everybody's ready. So I've done a trial run on this, but we'll see how it goes. Right, welcome to the first edition Iron Fist Quiz 2013. Going over testing your knowledge on Scottish Tekken. Right, so according to the Burn the Fight 2023 Bracket League, how many unique players competed in Scottish Tekken tournaments this year? Under 40, between 40 and 70, between 70 and 100, or over 100?
Shit. Yeah.
I mean, don't say anything out loud. Obviously, you don't want to give it away to everybody's dinner.
Because I'm watching the stream.
Aye. I mean, I'm sharing this in Discord as well, so you can see it. But obviously, everybody's streaming. I left the answers. I'm like, oof. All right, so it must just go if everybody's answered the questions. Wow, nobody got it right. You kidding me?
Damn.
Yeah, that's right. We had over
I
100.
knew it was high, but
Yeah,
not that high.
We had over 100 unique entrants, man. It's a good start, everybody. Good start, everybody involved. That was great. It can only get better from
There's
here.
a practice round. There's
Hey,
a
man.
data round.
I checked the bracket, Josh. I checked it. According to that, 100 unique thingies. Speed bonus because of stream delay. Ah, shit. I didn't think of that. My bad. Right, we'll bump everybody's scores up for handicap if they're not on the show. All right, well, right, okay. That was a terrible start, everybody, but we all know how this works, so we can do it better next time, hopefully.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, yeah, nobody's.
Great leaderboard.
Everybody, the leaderboard's looking good. Looking good, everybody. Nice job. Nice one. Right, question 2. So, according to the Burn the Fight 2023 Bracket League, who was the most popular character main? So, this is main characters, not sub. What are you thinking? One more person? Aye, so if you got correct, it was Brian.
Go.
Brian.
I was going to say Brian. I was
Yeah.
literally going to say Brian.
Yeah, I put thing there kind of to throw people off because obviously he's been really popular this year. But in Scotland, it would seem that Brian is still a very, very popular character. Yeah, I want to say there
How
was.
could I forget that? We've got like 6 or 7 Brian names.
I want to say there was like 7 Brians like put down because it was just like whoever they played. Like said, you had like Graham and Graham and Eastme and yeah.
I think like almost every newcomer that came along as well played Brian too.
Yeah, that's something to keep in mind as
Yeah.
well. That's why I put Asuka and King in there to kind of throw you off as well. Maybe if you're fond about that, but yeah. Aye, that was good. Check out leaderboard.
Let's go.
Oof, Wesley.
What? We both got the same question, right? Have you got more points than me, bro?
You answered that a bit
The
quicker.
answer faster than you.
Cash man.
Yeah, the speed bonuses maybe doing in the speed bonuses maybe doing in Craig and any other viewers. Sorry about that, but we'll keep it in mind when we're bumping the scores up. But yeah.
That's how I hit those down back fours, man.
No.
Oh man. Oh, if only you knew. All right, okay. All right, next question. 3 players have won multiple offline tournaments in Scotland in 2023. Peaceman, The Dusty, and who? Multiple tournaments, not just one. They've won 2 or more. Everyone was pretty quick with that. 2 people got it right. That's right. Wesley was a bit of a red herring there. It was in fact myself, Wildo. Yeah, Fife and Dundee, Oktoberfest.
Oh shit! I thought it was Wesley.
I know.
A lot
I
of
put
people,
myself as well. How bad is that?
a lot of people did, man. A lot of people did. Bumping it up.
Well,
Oof.
Top cheddar, man. Look at that.
Nice one.
The
Nice
nose
one.
is stuff, man.
Look at me, I know nothing. I'm Jon Snow.
Nice seeing some scores. We've got one more person needs to get points, and we've actually got a 5 list where everybody has points. That's good. That's good progress. All right, next question. The Dusty went on to win Edinburgh Free with a huge losers run, but who put him into losers in the first place? Obviously, it's a bit unfair that the Dusty's here himself. I'd hope he'd be able to get it, but you never know.
I remember this one.
I hope you would. Hey, you won the tournament in the end, so it's not a bad memory. You won, you know.
Yeah.
All right.
I was about to say it as well, but then I was about to
Yeah,
say
don't fucking do that. Okay. Oh, 4 of you got it correct. It was in fact Proxy Moron, the Armour King of Scotland, man. Those giant swing buffers were doing bits. I know.
The forward neutral 2 counter. I really hate high push counter hit launchers that hit low.
Yeah, no, man. It was a 6 hit, but like I say, you went on to win the tournament, so no harm, no foul. It's good. Oof. Ban on the hot streak. I think he's pulling away with this. Not just the host advantage, he's just getting all these questions right as well. But
Fucking right, bro. Dedicated to the scene, my boy.
showing it, man. You're showing it off. All right, next question. What was the final score of this losers semis match at Neutralmania? And for anybody who can't see, that is Peaceman against Little Nut. Losers semis.
Shit.
Whoa, okay. Didn't expect that. One person actually got it correct. So this was a bit of a dirty one. So Monster, actually, your misclick picked the right one and it was correct. So you'll notice I said it was loser semis. We got to 2-0 and then launched the TO was like, oh yeah, we'll just run it to first to free, and then it became first to
I
free.
minded that.
Yeah.
Decided to play an extra game for no reason.
Yeah. Trick question. I know. I'm sorry, it's dirty, but you gotta do it sometimes, you know. Aye.
Damn it.
Aye. So,
I can't believe
Oof,
Monster
that
got that
shut-
by accident.
bro, that misclick is firing them up, man. That's crazy. Yeah. Sorry again. That was a bit dirty, but that was a fun one. I like that one. That was good. Oh my god, remember this? I think I remember what the next question is. What move did Wezzers win Neutralmania with?
Oh shit, I wasn't.
Got to make sure I click the right answer here.
You don't know what it could be. You don't know what it could be. It might not be what you think it is.
I have nightmares about this moment.
It's not like we've mentioned this move a million times. Yeah, we all got it right. Down back 4. He had to poke him with one small poke, and he did down back 4 as launch punish below. It was pretty good.
Yeah, I think sometimes it's safer to do down back 4 than it is a generic flow. I'm telling you.
Bro, I think you did. I think I counted. You did 4 down back 4s that round. Like the final round, final hit, and it. Yeah.
An
I think
annoying
it was
move,
such a
man,
big
'cause
life lead against me, so I was just like, just do it, man. Just do it.
It's so good because it's like 21 frames, something like that. It's like just on the cusp of being reactable, and then it's got like a weird hitbox, so it's like it's hard to down forward one it. Obviously, you can't fucking jab it.
The range,
I think
the
it's
range is
actually-
so far.
I don't know.
Yeah.
The range is so far. Like even if you try to whip punish it, like he's just too far away.
Yeah.
See, that's the thing, Monster. It is a meme, but it's also effective. Very effective. So how did that change the standings? Oh, we've got people moving up. Band's still running away with it, but we got Wes on the board. I'd hope he'd get that question right. Aye. I mean, then again, maybe you don't necessarily remember what moves you're like doing in certain situations, but yeah. I was kind of funny because every time somebody mentioned you doing down back 4 during the podcast, I'm like, oh fuck, here we go. just jogging the memory of ever remembering. I know, but I've seen the board, everybody's showing up. Right, true or false? There's a true or false question. More than 5 Scottish players featured in Pun Life's 2023 UK Top 20 ELO rankings, excluding inactive players. So more than 5 Scottish players were in the top 20. True or false? More than 5. You see, we got a little picture for each thing in case you didn't see that. Oof, it was true. There was in fact
I'm always
6.
going to back the boys, man. Always going to back the boys.
Yeah, there was 6. I don't know, man. You should see the host bias. Of course, I'm gonna big up the scene, man. You need to realize this. But there was in fact 6.
It would have been what? Scopanda, Peaceman, TV, Cabri.
We're gonna talk about that. Later.
Yep.
Maybe don't get too ahead of yourselves.
I've not actually seen it yet. This list, so
I'll need to show you. It is definitely 6, Jason. I checked. I can show you. It's including the inactive one. I can show you later if you're disputing it. That's lies. That's lies. Brilliant. Aye, for 2023, yeah. For 2023. Alistair's still shooting up there. Bro, we're calling GG's already? We're not over yet. Wesley's... Oh, that's a big fucking gap in points, actually. Never mind. Alistair's gonna run away with it, but... Yeah.
He's found the answer sheet somewhere.
Yeah, he's been cribbing the notes, man. He paid me off. Alright. So continuing on from that, not to get too ahead of yourself. The list of Scottish players included the Dusty, Peaceman, Wezzers, and which 3 other players?
Well, actually, I mean, this was just for 2023, is that correct?
Yeah.
I jumped the gun on my answer.
Alright, so we got all 7 answers. Only one person got it right. It was
let's go.
Panda, Grim, and Curvery.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Wide distribution of points, man. The answers.
I was sure Jason was on that list. I was so sure he was. That's why I was looking for an answer with him in it.
He was on a lot of the lists. I think for that one specifically.
Yeah, Jason was on 2017, 2018, 2019, maybe even 2020, but he didn't really play in many of the tournaments or anything like that. To my knowledge, I think he gave it 1 or 2. Still top dog, but man, so it doesn't matter.
Wesley's got that. Wesley's got a hot streak going. Wesley's got a hot streak going. You know, it could be catching up in the last question. Right, so like I say, we've got one more question left.
Yeah.
Who was the highest placing Scottish player in the comprehensive UK tier list? And again, this is from Pun Life, so who was the top dog? For overall T7, not just for 2023. Keep that in mind. That's an important caveat. One person got it right. It was, in fact, Carberry. Oof.
After he said
He was
the whole Tekken 7 thing, I was like,
sorry, I should have clarified that, but that was what the comprehensive.
No, you shouldn't have. They should have looked at the fucking list. They should know these things, Greg. It's not your fault, okay?
Have you got the list open in another tab? Is that what you're saying?
No. I just knew the list, bro. I remember reading that.
Oof, okay.
I even tweeted about it, bro. Oh, fine.
I'll take it.
Alright, well, to be fair, as expected, I think host advantage maybe played into this a wee bit with the points, but congratulations, boys all making podium, and congratulations to Alistair.
So the first Tekken Scotland related competition I've won, bro. So I'll take it.
That was quite fun. I played that.
That was good.
0% correct, 12%. Yeah, nice, fun. That was a fun idea. I like that. It's good. Need to do that again at some point. Hope everybody had fun with that. Nice little bit.
Just staring at my emoji. On you go.
No, on you go. Just your emoji on the question.
I was just staring at my emoji.
Yeah, no, because we got the thumbnail pictures, and I wanted to have it with the. You can see I'm pointing to it. It was the emotes from Tekken Scotland for you four. That was good.
I look different with a beard, without a beard. I don't know why.
Funny. Yeah.
That was definitely 2019 Eunice.
Have I still got those set up, the Better Twitch TV ones? Damn, I do. Alright. Yeah. Aye, GG's, that was fun. Nice.
That was fun.
Yeah. Hope everybody
GG's,
chat.
well done, Alistair.
Aye, congratulations, man. The trophy's in the post. I'll get you something sent, don't worry about it.
Then on the prize money, $5,000.
The entry
We'll do it
fees.
nicely.
The entry fees, yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you could pay for his RDE actually. You could actually pay for his RDE entry fee.
Yeah, I could do, maybe. Might be an idea.
Just
me trying
Casually getting peer pressured into spending his money on me because I want to quiz.
No, just me explaining to the RDE TOs like, so why are you paying entry fee for this guy? Oh no, you want a quiz on the podcast, I'm afraid. Yeah. I was bound to pay for it.
You do more of these like in the coming on these quizzes for like random general stuff out of Tekken.
Yeah, I mean, you don't do it every time, but I think it's quite a fun wee thing just for like if there's been a couple of tournaments and all that stuff. Like definitely like a good like end of year thing, but maybe every couple of months, every couple of episodes. But yeah, hope everybody had fun with that. I'm not sure how much time everybody else has got left, but I guess we're just counting down the days now, eh? We're almost there, man.
I'm gonna see after this. I'm gonna pay for the deluxe edition.
Oh, because we're talking about I was talking about how if you get it on CD keys, you might be done in. You might not get it like early enough to download it. I don't know.
How's that?
What was that? Sorry.
Why is that? Why wouldn't you get it in time?
So like CD keys, I think one because they've like so many people have bought it from CD keys because it's like cheap compared to like buying it on Steam and that, but they won't have as many. They won't have like all the keys ready for release date. So yeah, I'm gonna be stuck waiting. I mean, I'll have it on PlayStation, but for PC, I might have to be waiting for a wee bit. But
fucking better not be the case for me, bro.
I think are we on the same boat on CD keys?
Aye.
Yeah.
Day after they announced it or something, bro, I got it for $35. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Aye, you're gonna be waiting for it, man. Yeah.
TV price it.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to T8, man. I do have a few gripes with it, small things. Pertaining mostly to like execution and the flashiness and that of it. Like I think with some of these, especially these heat, what the fuck are they called? Heat burst, heat smash. Is it heat smash when you're
heat engager?
No. Heat engager is the move that puts you into heat. Heat smash is effectively your rage drive from heat. Yeah, that is that. Am I right in saying that?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. I don't like them. I think for what they are, like, see for being like single inputs and stuff like that, and how much damage they do. I think they're quite a bit too strong at the moment. Some of them, and just like it's big massive. I don't know about how punishable they are. Obviously, we've not been able to lab it or anything like that, but I think with that and just quite a lot of the execution overall, I think is way too dumbed down on it. I think it doesn't matter, man. I don't have time for this shit. I was gonna fucking go on a full rant about it, but it really doesn't matter at this point.
I think you lose your heat instantly after you use it, though, right?
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
It's one of those things you could have like the tiniest amount of heat left, and you can still use it.
Right.
To what I mean. I think that there should have been a limit on how much heat you have left before you're not able to use it. Yada yada.
Well, if it becomes a problem, then probably end up something like that.
I think the thing is that they'll have quite a few kinks to work out with the heat system. I personally feel like it was designed to combat, remember Tekken Cross Street Fighter was a thing. I feel like the whole heat system was designed around Tekken players or Tekken characters having something that combats the 2D element in the game. So I feel like they've got some kinks to work out with it. Obviously, hopefully at least there's not going to be any fucking 2D characters in.
We don't know yet. I was kind of expecting that to be the big thing at finals, but then we ended up getting Eddie instead. Which I guess is cool. It's cool, but I was thinking they were going to do a guest character, but I guess not. But
I'm just so glad Akuma's out the game. I mean, I've seen Eunice tweet earlier about not missing him. I don't know what he's on there.
What was that about Eunice? I don't know about that. If I can agree with that.
Oh, listen. Here's the thing, right? See, when you hop into T8, right, you're gonna be hopping into new territory, right, and new things that you'll have never seen before, right? See, with Akuma, it's like familiarity with him, right? And I just know things that Akuma players are gonna do. They're either gonna jump or they're gonna run up and do down three at you. And like for me personally, like I got so used to the matchup, I was like, I'm not even like. I don't even get angry anymore at Akuma players because I know like number one, the shit's hard to do. Number two, like they have to really get in my face. So long as I'm running away, there's nothing really to be scared of. And if you do get hit, then it's your own fault, really.
I think the last thing Akuma would need would be like a heat engager into like down 4, launch, dead. Yeah, I think that's the last thing he would need.
Yeah.
That would be pretty funny. I'm not gonna lie, if it happens to someone else, obviously, it'd be pretty funny just watching it happen and be like, they thought this was a good idea.
I mean, hey, give it a year and you'll be able to do that with Luke from Street Fighter 6 instead. That'll be sick when that happens. That crossover character, or just anybody from any other game, like the KOF character again.
Sorry to disrupt the sort of round off, but I'm gonna need to jump off now.
All right.
So sorry to cut away any final
Nah.
shit you might have had or whatever.
No. I was just gonna say thanks for joining, and I hope you have a good one. See you in Tekken 8.
Right. Cool.
friends.
Yeah, I'll catch up with you guys real soon. All right, take it easy.
Catch you later, man.
Catch you. All right, and whilst the overlay is completely scuffed, instead of spending time to fix it, I think we can just wrap up there, boys. So I'll say bye to you,
Sounds good.
the Dusty, my favourite large player, the Dusty, and my favourite Josie player, Ban. Aye, no, that was fun. Thanks again for joining, everybody. Hope you had fun. Nice having you back, Eunice. Hope it was fun. It was good.
Great to be back.
Nice. And thanks for coming on for your first episode, Wesley.
Yeah, great, man. I've had a good time. Thanks.
Nah, have you on again. There'll be many more to come in Tekken 8, man. Three more days and we're free. And it's a whole new world, and we'll see what's happening. But
Yeah, exciting times ahead, man. Exciting times.
yeah. Let me just find someone to raid, and then we can say goodbye. Oh man. I don't know. Any parting thoughts of Tekken 7? Good riddance. Rest in peace.
I mean, it was good while it lasted. It just dragged out a wee bit. I think if you cut away the last sort of 2 years, and remember the good times. Yeah, it was a really good long game.
Yeah.
The thing is, for me personally, I don't really mind how long they took with Tekken 8, because the longer they do, the better it becomes. So the fact that they no, it's true, because look at the hype that they built around it. Right, this has probably got more hype than Street Fighter 6 had, and that Street Fighter 6 had good hype around it. If you look around, I'm looking around Glasgow, I see buses with Tekken 8 adverts and stuff like that. I've seen a post that Greg posted, in the Edinburgh shopping centre, there's a Tekken 8 advert.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
So,
trailers
the
that
fact
they've
that
put in it are sick.
the hype around it has been really, really good so far, and I think this is probably going to be probably the best fighting game of the year since even probably trampling Street Fighter 6.
I mean, here's hoping, man. I'm looking forward to it. With all these events coming up and all the new players we're gonna see and all the old players coming back. It's gonna be a fun time, man.
Yeah.
And again, it's just a few more days and we're there. So, looking forward to seeing you all in Tekken 8. Thanks for joining. Thanks everyone for joining in chat, and